I get a lot of guys asking me, when I frame around my exterior windows, what do I frame to? Do I frame to the actual window itself? Do I frame to the masonry opening? I'm going to talk about that right now. I've got 3 prime examples here. I got 2 windows and an exterior door. It's a pan-poured wall. It's a walkout basement, and I'm going to show you how we work the framing around these windows for the rough-in. This should answer all the questions that I get all the time. Now remember, we finish our windows with wood extension jambs. We do not return drywall back into the window or door. That rots out in basements. It gets moldy. You just don't do it. Use real wood extension jambs on your windows and doors in basements, okay? It lasts forever. You can paint it. You can caulk it. Unlike drywall returns, you sit something on it, you're chipping out the corner bead, you're denting the drywall, and it just doesn't last, okay? Because of the high moisture content in basements and windows and door openings, drywall rots out. So let's take a look at how we framed it, and then you'll know for your job. Now you can see I've got a 5-foot tall by 30-inch wide window here. Now first let's look at the window setup that we have here. We've got a window with wood extension jambs. Now your windows may be all vinyl. This may be a piece of vinyl, but in any case, it's 3/4 of an inch thick most of the time. And then what we have beside that is what the builder put in, which is treated lumber, and then the concrete, or you may have cinder blocks or masonry units. So it's the masonry units on this one, then a 2x, a pressure treated 2x, and then the window. And a little gap in between, all right? They normally give a little 1/4 inch space on the side of the window before the wood, before the treated lumber. We're framing to that treated lumber, the inside of it. So the side of our opening, of our framing, matches the inside of the treated lumber. All right, now if you don't have treated lumber and you just go from window to concrete, you're framing to the inside of the concrete or the masonry units. Most builders have framing inside after the masonry or after the concrete to fasten the window to. But if you don't, that means that the builder fastened the window directly to the concrete. But that's not normally going to be the case. But if it is, frame to the inside of the masonry unit. But most of the time, 90% or better of the time, there's going to be treated lumber around the window, on the sides. It's going to run right across the top, right around, and also will be at the bottom. So we're framing to, our framing goes straight across to their framing. All right, we want to be flush with the inside of that framing that the builder put in. On the bottom, on the sides, same thing across the top and down the other side. We want to be even with the inside of the pressure treated lumber. Or if there's no lumber present around the window, even with the masonry. So that when we put our wood extension jamb in here, which will be 3/4 of an inch thick, it will go in, it will slide in, and it'll butt right up against this 3/4 inch piece of the window. All right. So my hand would be our wood extension jamb. It'll go in and it'll meet the wood on the window, and then we can shim it in and out and make it perfect. But our framing matches the framing from the builder. Okay, now we'll jump down here to the door. Got a 5-foot door opening here. Again, the builder put treated lumber the whole way around. You can see it going across the top, in against the concrete. All right, treated lumber, concrete. So we framed straight back across, even with the treated lumber. Okay, the whole way down to the bottom, we're straight across. So our opening, our rough opening between here and here matches exactly the builder's rough opening between the treated lumber over here and over here. So we've duplicated what the builder did up the sides of this door. The top, the same thing. Our header is the same as the header height of the wood from the builder. Okay, and I think in this case it was 81.5 inches. So whatever the builder has, that's what you're going to do for your height of your header. Okay, I hope that makes sense to you. I get that question all the time. Are we putting drywall in there? Why is it so far? Why is the framing so far away from the door? What are we going to do on the side here? Well, Some guys do put drywall in here, and they put a piece of corner bead out here, and they run the drywall in with corner bead out here. I don't do that. I use wood up the sides, across the top, and down the other side. It's all nice wood. We're going to rip a piece of wood to go from the door wood, the door jamb, all the way out here to the face of our opening. And that's about 9 inches here. We'll be ripping a piece of pine. Okay? And then on the front here, on the front of the wall, after we get our jamb in there, we'll use the nice matching colonial window and door casing. And we did the same thing down here on this last window. I'm not going to go over it, but it's framed the exact same way. We're framing to what the builder put in around the window so that we can trim it out in wood when we're done. And that, my friends, is how you rough frame windows and doors in a basement. Now, if these windows were the little tiny hopper windows that sit up high in the basement, same exact thing. We'd be framing a little box around those upper windows, just like we did these big windows, in preparation for wood extension jambs and colonial window trim. Okay, so I hope that made sense to you. It's a question that I've been getting a lot, and it was just time to address it. So on any case, if you like this video, smash that like button. It definitely helps out our channel. And if you haven't subscribed to the Basement Finishing Man YouTube channel yet, please do. I got a lot more good basement finishing videos coming your way, and I'll see you in the next video.